Welcome again to this amazing tutorial where we are told to solve for the value of x in x minus 2 squared is equals to 36. So this is a typical perfect equation, but I'm going to solve it using the two approaches so that you're able to see step by step up to the final solution where we're going to find the value of x. If you're watching us for the first time, kindly remember to subscribe, like this video, share it, comment. Straight away, let us dive into the solution. But I'm going to take you through two amazing methods. The first method, I'm going to call it method 1. The first approach that I'm going to use, I have x minus 2 squared is equals to 36. But guys, remember the second method is the easiest. So watch up to the end. I'm going to expand this x minus 2 squared, but I'm going to recall that whenever I have a minus b squared, the expanded form of this is going to be x squared minus 2ab plus b squared. If I expand this, I know that my x is equals to a and my b is equals to 2. Substituting this in this expanded form of x minus 2 squared, I'm going to have x squared minus 2a and b, so that is 2 and then x, and then plus b squared, that is 2 squared, which I'm going to have x squared minus 4x plus 4. Of course, this 36, I'm going to take it on the other side so that I have minus 36 is equals to 0. Collecting like terms, I end up having x squared minus 4x minus 32 is equals to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. But I'm going to solve it using the quadratic formula. Given that for me to find the value of x, I'm going to take, since a is equals to 1, the coefficient of x squared, b is equals to negative 4, and c is equals to negative 32. Substituting in quadratic equation, I'll end up having x is equals to negative of b plus or minus the square root of b squared. So I'm going to take negative 4 squared minus 4 times a times c, everything divided by 2 times a. So that is it. I'm going to simplify this as now x is equals to negative times negative is positive, plus or minus the square root of if I squared negative 4, I'm going to get 16. And then if you take 4 times 32, you're going to get negative of 144, and negative of 144, and there's a negative here. Of course, that if you take 32, so that is minus 128, taking 4 times 32, and then negative, and then there's another negative there, so I'm going to replace it there. So you have negative and negative of 128 divided by 2. X now becomes 4, plus or minus, when you add 16, negative and negative, you get positive. So if you add 16 plus 128 over 2, you'll end up having x now becomes 4 plus or minus the square root of 144 divided by 2. So quadratic equation gives me two solutions. So I'll end up having x is equals to 4 plus or minus, of course, when you square 144 you get 12 divided by 2, meaning that the first value of x I'm going to use a positive sign so that I have 4 plus 12 divided by 2. I'm going to get 16 divided by 2, and my value of x becomes 8 as the first value of x. Second value of x, I'm going to use the negative, so you need to take 4 minus 12 divided by 2. So you get 4 minus 12, you get negative of 8 divided by 2. Of course, I'm going to get the second value of x as negative of 4 using the quadratic equation. So this is the first value of x and the second value of x using that first method. Second method, of course, I had my equation as x minus 2 squared is equals to 36. What I'm going to do simply is I'm going to find the square root on both sides since I have the square. So when I find the square root on this other side, I'm going to get x minus 2 is equals to finding the square root of 36. I shall get plus or minus 6. For me to find the value of x, I'm going to collect like terms, take this negative on the other side so that I have plus or minus 6, and then when you take negative 2 on the other side it becomes positive 2. So using the positive sign, the first value of x, I'll take it as positive 6 plus 2. You're able to see that, of course, it is giving me 8 as a positive. The second value of x, I'm going to use the negative sign. So when you take negative of 6 plus 2, you're getting negative of 4 as the second value again for the value of x. So guys, we're able to take you through the two methods and you're able to see which one is a bit simpler. Kindly remember to subscribe, comment in this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Until we meet again in the next video, goodbye for now.